If you take over at the Ministry of Justice in a few weeks' time, though, you'll have an immediate problem of prisons being absolutely full to the brim. Now, the government has been trying to manage this by letting people out early. Would you continue that?
Well, look, I think actually the government needs to level with the public. We all know that prisons are running at either 98% capacity or 99% capacity.
So if you become Justice Secretary, as you hope...
It's a dereliction of duty that the government hasn't actually released all of the figures about their early release scheme. They've actually been doing that in secret. It would be irresponsible for me from opposition, without seeing the data about the number of offenders that have been released or having all of that information to have, to make those decisions.
But hang on, this is a question of principle. The government has been dealing with intense overcrowding in prisons by letting some offenders out early. Would you stop that, or would you continue with it?
Well, the government has been doing that in secret without releasing any of the data about the number.
My question is what you would do. You want to be the Justice Secretary in 4 weeks.
No, and I will address the whole point, but I think it's important to recognise we've got a dereliction of duty from this Prime Minister.
And you've made that point, so I'd like you to answer the question for our viewers.
I can't rule anything in or out because it would be completely irresponsible from opposition, without all of the information to hand, to make a decision about what we may or may not continue. What I can say is we will be transparent, we will release those figures, because we've been calling on the government to release those figures.
So
and
you
we
are
will
not
make
ruling
whatever
out...
decision is necessary in the national interest to get control of our prisons and to keep the public safe.
But you are not ruling out continuing early release?
It would be irresponsible to make those decisions from opposition without all of the information to hand. An incoming Labour government, if we're privileged enough to win, would have to lift that bonnet and see what horrors await.
But you